All right, Ray Hayden here, and this is going to be the what was it? Season 4, week 3 of 6. It's the prisons open thing. I've done 8 of 10. I've probably gone to the exact same place as a couple other videos that I've seen. Sergeant Nick Fury, and there was another video that I saw where a gentleman actually, and by the way, I want to congratulate him on some incredible audio on his video. I wish my audio could be quite that clean. Anyways, but I'll put a link to his video. I'll try to find that. And but everybody's pretty much going to the same place. There's 4 prisons in one location, and anytime I had really gone there, there's an enemy sitting right there in between the 4 prisons. We'll see that in a minute. I should complete the mission this time over. Hopefully it's in the rain again. I like that. At night in the rain is kind of helpful. Now, by the way, when I started this one here, the first one here was a nightmare. The second one was a real pain in the neck because I tried to get all 15 in one outing. And what I did, and I didn't really mention it in the video clip that I made of that, what I did is I went to the 3 sniper towers and I would fast travel back to Libertad in general and then go back and hit the 3 sniper towers. And my plan was to do that 5 times, which is sort of kind of what I did. One time I did get a guy who was sleeping in his bed. I was able to knock him out. Watch it. I was able to knock him out while he was snoozing close by to a sniper tower, but there weren't enough people like that close enough. I did get a nighttime run at it before I hit the daytime area because of the dynamic time sequence. But this one here should be at night for the prisons opened. Oh, but again, I respawned. I fast traveled back to Libertad in general and went back and hit the same 3 sniper towers over and over again until I completed that mission. And you have to get them all done at once. My fear was that if you fast traveled, you would fail. You know, I thought that, oh, you fast traveled, so you failed the mission. Maybe if you fast traveled out of the area, you would have failed. But if you fast traveled back to Libertad in general, just a city, not a base, probably a base would work too. But you know, the city is the closest place to go. So I went there and I just used the same 3 sniper towers, and that's how I did the close quarter combat, as you saw in the other video, if you saw that. The prisons open thing, let's go ahead and just jump right into that. And the first thing I'm going to do is ask for a chopper. There we go. And joyfully, we put our guns away. We won't need those yet. And I'll put it in night vision mode because it's just easier to see. And I land in the same area. As a matter of fact, anytime I've ever gone to this base, I've always landed in the same place. Yeah, fly, not drive. That's why I won't let you fly. All right, so let's go over. And by the way, there's a rock right here. Let me see, I think there's a rock right over here too. There is. Anytime you see a rock like that, where the lightning was up there, anytime you see one of those rocks, you can base jump off of those rocks. There's one right there. And spin the tower, the chopper. There's another rock right there in front of the chopper, and there's going to be another 1 or 2 of them. Anytime you see a rock like that, let's go up there and take a look at that. I just want to make, because I like doing a lot of the base jumping stuff, and I got a lot of parachute jumps, but anytime you see a rock that looks like that rock right there, you can base jump off of those. You can base jump off a lot of other rocks too, but these other ones are pretty obvious and they stick out like a sore thumb, and that's why I wanted to bring attention to them. There's rocks like that somewhere over here, I'm sure, too. Oh, there's a helicopter we don't want to be seen by. Anyways, this road right over here, let me see. Let's go over here. Let's climb up a bit. Using the sights, I guess, or that little artificial thing, right in front of the helicopter are those 4 prison cells, the 4 jails that we have to open up. And I'm going to land, actually, there's that road that goes in between the trees, and I'm going to land right in between those 2 things that look like steaks. If you're a vegetarian, my apologies to you. Eat more steak. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, I'm going to land right here between these rocks. Hopefully I don't crash into a tree. I've done that a number of times. Ugh, nice landing there, Ray. Anyways, so let's jump out. And what we're going to do is we're going to run over here. And pretty much like everybody has the same idea, which is excellent, is you see the building off in the distance there. It's almost daytime, but let's go ahead and launch the drone. And it's funny, you launch the drone and that noise stops. So they'll identify those for it. But there's no enemy right there right now, which is hilarious. Here's a couple of guys walking around. There's a captain somewhere. That's a chow hall off in the distance. Let me zoom in and see if I can get somebody having chow. I don't see anybody in there. Oh, but there's a guy snoozing in his bed. So I'm gonna have my guys snipe these guys. Potty mouth. Uh-oh. Let me turn that guy off. Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to shoot any of these guys right now. Let me just, I didn't realize there was another guy sitting in there. In the tent. Let's go see if we see anybody else in the tent. All right, we don't want that. Hopefully there's nobody else there. All right, so we're going to take those two guys out. Oh, there's just a bunch of guys over here. All right, so what I don't want is anybody walking over here. And here's a couple of guys walking generally this direction. So I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to try to get rid of a couple of these guys. Oh, there's another one. Oh, hold it. What's this? All right, all we need to do is really open up these prisons. So rather than play around, let's go ahead. I put my suppressor on my... All right, he can hang out there. That's fine. All I got to do is open up two of these things and I'm golden. So let's go ahead and hit this. All right, that accomplished the mission, but let's go ahead and finish the faction problem here. Here we go. All right, so that accomplished it for me. They got their faction warfare and put away my rifle and run a little faster. Back to the chopper. Take me to the chopper. I'm just going to let those folks fight that out. And as I get into the chopper, I'm going to mash the, I'm going to hit the escape key and check the challenges. And see, we did indeed. We got all 10 done. We are done with the challenges, and we got a tier 1 booster, which is great because we're already at tier 1. So.